All right, we're live.
Yay! Hello there, Heidi Hood.
And hello there, Margie Ramsey. How are you today?
I am just peachy. How are you?
We have had more trouble trying to get this to work, and hopefully it'll continue to work for us. But um, we're just two crazy friends who have a lot of crazy ideas, and we thought it might be fun just to let you get to know us a little bit in our friendship. And so let's start out by, why don't you introduce who you are and kind of how you're related to this whole craziness that we're even involved in here.
Wow. I am Margie Ramsey from Reclaimed by Ramsey, and Heidi and I have been friends for a gazillion years because we're older and we both are, well, she's an artist and, I try my hand at stuff, so.
Well, she lies, first of all. That probably wasn't very nice to say. Not about everything, but she is an artist. She's creative. She just undersells herself. So, and I am Heidi Hood with Reclaimed by Ramsey.
Oh, I didn't know you joined the staff. Hooray! My first employee.
I'm sorry, my name is Heidi Hood, and I have H2 Home Designs. It's sort of the page that I work in, the platform that I like to work on. So we just thought it would be fun for all of you to kind of get to know us. We're always, we're doing a little challenge together on our pages, and we thought it might be fun to talk a little bit about that, but also like why the two of us are like, I don't know, flies on a, I don't know. We're sort of joined at the hip, I think, at least once a week, and just have a really fun relationship. And I think it's probably something that you all, I think, will enjoy, and we kind of would almost love to have you be a part of it. So whatever that looks like, we thought we would just talk a little bit about ourselves and what we do, and just to invite you to be kind of part of this craziness that we have.
That sounds great to me. I can't wait till they can see your cow picture. That's what I'm really excited about. Go ahead, tell them about your cow picture, because she really is talented, ladies and gentlemen. But see, she has this whole family of really uber talented artists. So I think she thinks she's like the black sheep of the artisans in her family, but she's not. She's really good. So, but she has a cow picture that I'm still waiting to see.
Well, the skinny on the cow picture is that cows are everywhere. The last couple of years, they've been everywhere and on everything. And I thought, I can paint a cow picture. How hard is it to paint a cow picture? Well, I got the supplies and I came up with a picture and started painting this cow picture. And it's been 2 years, maybe?
At least. I keep asking, but no cows.
And my cow picture is still not complete. And Margie has to razz me about it. And of course I have to razz myself, because I thought, how hard can it be to paint a cow? But it is a little bit harder, I guess, than I expected it was going to be. And maybe someday I'll finish my cow. Margie's hopeful.
I am hopeful, because I would never be able to paint a cow. So.
Oh, you could paint a cow.
Yeah, because it's so easy, like you've just said.
So I come from a family of, both of my parents are wonderful artists, and if you follow the H2 Home Designs page, you'll see some of the things that I highlight are my parents' work, my parents' designs. They're just so incredibly talented, and I don't usually talk about them on the page, or that I don't assign them specifically to them just for their own sort of privacy, but many of the things that you see in the really interesting ideas are part of their work. So I did grow up with a couple of parents who were very, very creative, and I birthed a couple of daughters who are incredibly creative, and I kind of feel like I maybe don't have quite that same gene, but I try. I play anyway.
Okay, people, she is like, talk about underselling herself.
This is our weekly therapy session here.
My first design interaction with my friend Heidi. Her children were very little. We lived in Illinois at the same time. We've lived in a couple states at the same time, by the way, folks. But we lived in Illinois, and she was showing me something, I believe, in her daughter's bedroom. And there was this beautiful window treatment. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's so beautiful. And she's like, yeah, I think if I remember correctly, it was either a dust ruffle from a crib or a crib bumper pad and a leather belt that she had cut up. It was stunning. So yeah, so don't let her like sell herself short. The woman can she can do amazing things with literally nothing.
Well, hence the Reclaim It challenge. And this is Margie's brilliant idea that we put together a challenge of some kind where maybe we send each other things and then kind of challenge each other to make something out of it.
We got some interesting things.
We do, and I had mine, but we had so much trouble getting this video going that I didn't even bring him to this room with me. I had to move around the house to get our video working, but we're having a little bit of fun with it. Margie sent me something beautiful, actually lovely, very, very thoughtful for our first challenge. She sent me an old piano roll, and now I have to make something out of it. And I tell you, I have a really fun idea, and I'm getting close. For those of you
who got a sprinkler.
What's that?
And I got a sprinkler.
Yes, tell them what I sent you.
Yeah, so I opened this package and she said, don't hate me. I hope you don't hate me when we're done. And I thought, well, I couldn't hate her. I probably could though, if I let myself, because naturally I would never hate her. But this piece is it's one of, you pull it around your yard, you hook up a hose to it, it's all beat up and, still had like a little bit of grass in the wheels. Yeah. She's supposed to go easy on me because she knows, I'm not as creative as she is. But oh no, right out of the gate, she's gonna just boom. But I've got ideas.
Well, this is just evidence of how much I believe in you, and I believe in your skills, your talents, your abilities, that you're gonna make something pretty incredible out of it. No pressure. Sure. But for those of you who've been watching, go ahead. Oop, I'm getting unstable on my hand. It says I'm unstable on my hand.
What's in that coffee?
No, actually, it's Diet Coke. But you probably can't read this because it's probably backwards. Let me see if you can. Is that backwards?
No, it's forward.
Friends don't let friends eat lutefisk. If you know what lutefisk is, comment in the comment section of this video. It's lovely. As far as, if you've been watching the challenge, both of us are a little bit behind in actually pulling something together, both for very good reasons. Margie has not completed her project yet because she is doing what, or has done what?
I just moved.
You just moved.
Yes. And did you?
And is this your new room? One of your new rooms? What room in your house is this?
This is my living room.
This is your
still has the yellow paint on the walls because I have not painted yet.
And that table next to you, let me guess that maybe Reclaimed by Ramsey painted that table?
Reclaimed by Ramsey did.
Beautiful. So there's just a sampling for those of you who don't currently follow Reclaimed by Ramsey of what she does. She is quite amazing in her skills. There you go. Oh, and look at the floors. So Margie has just moved into this house, just sold her house, just moved into this house, and they're getting ready to do some, I don't know, what do you call it? Revamping, or, I mean, it looks to me like the house has got some pretty good bones, so it's not like you're having to take it down to the studs.
No, but we're going to put in new kitchen, new bathroom, new roof, new windows, lots of new stuff.
And Margie's going to be showcasing a lot of that on the Reclaimed by Ramsey page. I
am. YouTube videos coming at you.
Yeah, so if you've got interest in that world, and Margie's just hilarious. Margie and her husband, the junk hunk, she's hilarious. So I think it'll be entertaining for you as well. So
I still say I probably would do a lot more videos if I didn't have to wear a bra, but since I do, there will be less videos. Although if I put a mask on, I won't have to do most of my makeup, but I don't know how you could really do a video with a mask on, so I think we're beyond that.
Well, that's Margie's reasoning for being a little bit behind on the challenge, but we're going to get there. And my husband and I just moved. We lived in the state of Colorado, and we've just moved to Wisconsin. We did it in the middle, literally in the middle of the whole coronavirus pandemic. And so we're quarantined in a small little cabin for 2 weeks. And now we are staying with some family until we can find a home. But inventory for homes is just extremely low in the area that we are right now because of the whole coronavirus thing. So I'm living a little bit in limbo. So my world in general has not been what I hope it to be. So for those of you who are so kind to follow H2 Home Designs, things are coming. Things are coming. It's just going to take me a little bit of time to kind of get our lives settled here, but I've got lots of fun in store. So my pieces actually will come together before that though, because by the end of this week, hopefully I will have your project done, the project that I'm creating for you.
Woohoo! So exciting. And hey, any of you out there who are praying, please pray that Heidi finds a house very soon. And not that I don't want Heidi to find a house really soon for her, because I really do. But when she finds one, she can come to visit me. So, because she won't have to look at houses. So that's why I want her to get a house really fast so she can come and visit me, and then you can see us live in person.
Yes, we've got the visit. We've been talking about it for a long time, and it really can't happen until we have at least put an offer on a house so that we're ready to roll. So hopefully sometime in the next couple of weeks we'll get to visit. And yes, we will have to do some kind of video footage out there.
And what was the first room that I got ready, Heidi, in my new house?
Aww. Margie sent me a picture. She set up the room for me right away.
First room that was done, Jim said, we don't have sheets on our bed. And I said, but there's some on Heidi's bed.
Margie and I have just, like she said, we've known each other for a long time. We met through a mutual friend in the Midwest to begin with. Margie was opening a store. For those of you who don't know anything about Margie, she was opening a child's resale consignment shop. Is that what you call it? How would you define it?
That's it.
In the little town that we were all living in, and it just did a phenomenal job there. And I guess we met through the friend, and then Margie was kind enough to let me do the windows of her store. And so I had
I wasn't kind enough. You were kind enough to do them for a ridiculously low price.
But I started a little bit of business in that community, designing store windows. And hers was actually one of the most fun stores that I got to do, because she kind of allowed me to just be a little quirky and crazy and think outside the box. So I wish we had some pictures to show everybody of those store windows. But anyway, so that's initially how we met.
I do have pictures.
You do?
I'll have to dig through and find them. I have pictures of all the windows that
you do?
I believe.
Oh, I would love to.
I do.
Oh,
I do. I have some. I actually have the newspaper clippings from, I think, the first window that you did. That was
really? It was in the paper?
Yes, really.
Oh, my stars. Yeah, that would have been probably the schoolhouse room. Was that the one, this back to school?
I don't know if it was the back to school one that was in the paper, or if it was the sailboat.
Oh. Or the apple orchard.
Oh, I love the apple orchard.
I think that was my favorite too. So cute.
Yeah.
Oh, good memories. So anyway, that's kind of where we started. And then what happened after that? Who moved first? I guess you moved?
We moved. We moved back to Colorado, and then you moved back to Colorado. Because we both lived in Colorado and didn't know each other.
If you can track with this, that's right.
See, we were a friendship destined to be happening.
I think so. I think you're right. So in Colorado, we got to see some of each other for a short time. We were in the same community, and then we were in different communities after that. And then you moved to where you
Back
are
to
now,
Pennsylvania.
to
Mhm.
Pennsylvania. And you've been there for
12 years.
12 years now. I was in Colorado all that time, and we have just almost weekly caught up with each other in some way, shape, or form, whether it was over the phone or doing some videos or hang on just a second. Okay, this is perfect timing, but and let me finish the story. Anyway, and then my husband and I decided that we wanted to move from Colorado back to Wisconsin. I've got family here and we want to just kind of be supportive of my family here. So that's kind of where we all are. We don't live together. We wish we don't live in the same community. We wish we lived in the same community so that we could see each other more.
But now we're only a day's drive.
Yes, we're very close.
Yes.
So we're hoping to get to see each other a little bit more after this. But through our mutual pages and our mutual love for creativity, that's kind of helped, I think, to add content to our conversations.
Absolutely.
Yes, in our friendship. So I just got a text I have to tell you about. I had messaged one of our followers to ask them, mutual followers, to ask them what kind of questions they thought people would want to hear us answer. So let me see what I got for you. Let's see.
All righty.
So here's the question. This is deep.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, here's a good one. There's a number of questions here. How can you support friends in their creative businesses? Margie, what would you suggest? Ooh.
I would say first and foremost, encourage them to actually work at their business and to grow it. Always share their posts, always watch their videos, always leave comments, and if you can, shop from them.
Ooh. It's almost as if you knew that question before.
I did not.
Open here. It's right here on my phone.
I haven't seen it.
Good job. For those of you who follow me, you know that I'm more of an idea right now on what I like to do than actually a business. I have had a booth and sold items for a number of months in Colorado right before we moved. But because of the nature of my living right now, I'm not doing a lot of that. I'm just sort of putting together content and working on some things behind the scenes, but it's been a little bit tricky for me to do a lot without having my own space and a space to really kind of let to grow. So anyway, so I don't have a lot of feedback on that question at this point. Let me see what else. Let's see. What have you tried but have not found your talents in? What have you tried?
The list is long and varied.
What have you tried but have not found your talents in? You can start.
I cannot paint walls. I
Oh
cannot paint walls. I stink at painting walls. Plus I just hate to because I'm not neat. Heidi is very organized and I'm not. I'm just a disaster. I don't have a lot of rhythm. I can't dance. I don't know. I haven't tried a lot of things, I guess. Heidi, what about you? What have you tried and not been good at? Because everything I know you've ever tried, you are good at.
Painting cows.
We don't have the evidence of that.
You know, I've been trying to learn to play guitar and I found it is hard.
I tried to play guitar.
And can you play?
No, well, I could, but my fingers hurt.
Yeah.
I didn't want my fingertips to be all yucky.
My fingertips
I
hurt
just
too.
dated guys who played. That's what I did. So.
I know. I'm married to one and he's very good. And I've tried, I'll keep trying. I'm not giving up, but that's been a challenge for me.
Good for you.
Let's see what else. If you could learn a new skill for your creative interests, what would it be?
What about you?
Oh gosh, I would love to learn to weld. I would love to be a welder or to be able to do welding in my projects. That would be one. I would actually love to learn how to build a room, like legitimately let me build a little shed, show me everything I need to do to create the walls, to put on a roof, all of that. I would love to have more of a construction background.
Cool.
Certainly I would love to paint, but
You already do that.
I can do a little bit of that. Yeah. But, and then I would love to learn more about just working with tools, working with wood, all of that. How about you?
Well, I don't want to weld, nor do I want to learn how to build something from scratch. I would like to learn how to use tools, and I would like to learn how to tile, which I'm gonna get my option to do that because I have 2 bathrooms and a backsplash in my kitchen that I'm gonna save the money and tile myself. So I would like to do that. I have a wet saw. So.
Ooh, well, that's a step in the right direction. That's almost one of the most challenging parts, is having the right tools to be able to do it. When are you slating to do this? How soon can you do this and show us all?
Probably within the next 6 weeks, probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
These are good questions.
I know. Carol, our follower, Carol. Lovely person. Lovely person. Let's see. And then she asks, what are our creative beginnings? And how do you balance seasons in your life with your creative outlets?
Creative beginnings. Well, I've always painted furniture. I painted my first piece of furniture when I was in 6th grade. I painted my bedroom set. So.
Go, Mom, for letting you do that. Dad
didn't have anything to do with it.
You can get permission.
Better to ask forgiveness than permission. That's how I think that's been my motto my whole life. So I've been doing that, and I took art classes and, I've done some things, but probably my creativity stems out of necessity. Those of you who don't know, I used to dyed my own wool and all of that. And most of my creative endeavors have come because I'm either couldn't afford something or I'm just cheap and didn't want to spend the money. So.
And then how over time, how have you balanced your creative interests with just life, children, health issues?
Well, usually when there's been a health issue, I've found something I could do that was creative. Like that's how I got into rug hooking, because I could do that when I was sick. When my kids were little, I made sweatshirts and sold them. I had a sweatshirt business back in the days with puffy paint and glitter paint. I sold a lot of sweatshirts, I'm just saying. And I had 3 little kids at the time, and but I think it's hard to balance those things. And you? Creative beginnings?
My creative beginnings are, it's hard for me to even pinpoint, probably almost maybe meeting you, honestly, because I really, growing up, I wasn't involved in any kind of art really as a kid, not through school. I think it really wasn't until, well, I guess the window design business or skill was developed after I worked at a kind of an upscale women's clothing store for a couple of years. And they had me doing their windows and displays in their store. And so I guess that's kind of where it started. But I feel like, it was really more that whole putting together the store window piece that helped me see that this is something I really enjoy and want to keep doing. So probably started there, and then just started picking up other little interests or talents maybe kind of along the way. So I see myself more as a person who's able to don't know the right pictures. I'm not a fine artist at all. I'm more of a person who conceptualize maybe a design or something that might look really interesting and really cool, and I'm willing to do what it takes to try and put it together, if that makes sense. So I don't know what the word would be for that, but I like to play in almost all areas of art, creativity, working with my hands. So, and as far as with children and life things, I would say that's a challenge too. I remember growing up, my mom said she had to kind of put aside her desires to create because she had children and they required her. I'm getting the I'm unstable message again. I'm getting the I'm unstable message again here. So sorry if that didn't.
You are breaking up, lady. I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Am I any better? Let's see.
I can hear you now.
You can
I
hear
can
me.
see you. I can see you. Can you see me?
Yeah, I can. It says it's still recording, so we'll just keep talking, and hopefully that's the case. I remember growing up as a kid, my mom just said she loved to create, design, paint. She's an amazing artist, and she just said I had to just put it aside and kind of know that this is a season where you guys were priority and the things that needed to happen at home were priority, and hoped that at some point there would be another time to be able to do those things. So I had to do a lot of that same with my own kids, just kind of put that aside. And my kids are grown out of the house now, and my husband are on this new adventure together. So I see lots of creating in different forms in my future. So
Woohoo!
Such good questions. Let me say it. There might be one more. Let's see. What life experiences / jobs help prepare you and lead you down this path of sort of artistic creativity or business? Both. Especially for you.
Well, I think I am a serial entrepreneur.
Yes, you are.
And I have no fear in that arena of trying something. I figure if I try it and it doesn't work, oh well, I can start something new. So, everything from garage sales to thrifting to reselling stuff always has been interesting to me. So I think that's probably prepared me. I can remember having garage sales when I was in high school. I would buy stuff to resell even in high school. So I guess that's kind of what I do now, just on a bigger scale.
And we haven't really talked about what you do. Tell the folks what you do for those folks who don't know Margie by Ramsey. Yes, what do you do?
Well, we mostly paint furniture, but we scour the countryside for cool pieces, and we have a couple of booths, and we sell from our house. And the junk hunk and I, we love to go out junking, and I'm still amazed at what people throw away, and I don't like to see stuff go in the trash, so I'm always happy to make stuff over if I can.
And it's amazing what people are willing to buy too. It's amazing what people throw away, but it's also amazing what people are willing to buy. So
I love that part.
Yes, it's always a nice surprise when you find somebody's willing to buy something.
Be able to work on most of the time.
Yes.
Yes.
So, and Margie's in Pennsylvania, and she does ship. So if there are people who see pieces that she has that they like, certainly message her. She's always putting new pieces up on her Facebook page, so you can go and see what she's doing and just kind of keep up with her if there's things that you're interested in. For me, the question was interests that led me. Do you remember the question?
No.
Let's see. What life experiences or job to help prepare you? I guess I kind of already explained a little bit of that with the clothing store and sort of learning that I had kind of an interest in the whole design arena. And honestly, I think just friendship with you. If you follow us, you'll know that Margie's the one with you can do anything, and I'm the one who's afraid to do everything.
And she's the mediocre, whatever.
Well, it's just having friends like Margie encourages you to get out there and just, just try some things. Don't be fearful, and what's the worst that can happen. So for me, that's probably in large part kind of why I am where I am today too, because of just her encouragement and friendship and what have you. So it's been a real gift for me. Gotta give me the other half. There you go. Good job. Yay. Well, I don't want to keep everybody. I just thought it would be fun for us to just introduce ourselves a little bit, and maybe this would be a conversation that we can continue if it's something that is beneficial for all of you out there. Friends are amazing. Friends like Margie are amazing, and I hope that you're all blessed to have the kind of friendship that we have. I was thinking yesterday, I just couldn't do my life without your friendship. So I'm blessed.
I feel the same way. Right back at you, sister.
Until you start working with that sprinkler and realize that maybe you can't get the wheels off of it.
Well, if the wheels don't come off, then it'll have to be part of the design.
Okay.
I can make that work.
If you can hear crying behind me, it's just my dog behind the door. She's trying to get in. She's been crying most of the time that we've been talking. So we'd love to have you join us if you'd like to on our pages. We both have YouTube. As we said, we're both in kind of varying stages. Margie's got a very, very successful business and does a great job with the things that she does do. Very talented. So follow her. But more importantly, we want to just introduce you to our crazy friendship and just invite y'all to kind of join in the conversation with us. Anything you want to say?
Well, I think they should definitely follow you too, because you have the most amazing ideas. You should see this woman just wrap a present, people. She could do nothing but wrap people's presents and be making millions of dollars.
I learned that at that job too, at the clothing store. That's where I learned my first wrapping gifts skills.
I love to get presents from Heidi because they're so beautifully packaged, although I always feel guilty opening them. Like they look like they should be, so I always save everything that she does when she wraps, and then I try to recreate that with somebody and wow somebody else.
That's about the nicest thing that somebody could say to me. Aw, that's so nice. Well, I guess we can wrap up from here. I mean, thank you, Carol, for your wonderful questions. That was a fun surprise that they showed up right in the middle of our conversation.
And if anybody else has questions, put them in the comments.
Yes.
Either on mine or Heidi's page, and we will give us some things that you would like to see us talk about in maybe we'll do these little Zoom chat things weekly.
Yeah, if it seems like it's something that folks would like to see, we would love to do that. It gives us an excuse to get together anyway.
As if we need an excuse.
Oh, well, until I don't even know how to say goodbye. How do you say goodbye to your best friend? It's never easy to say goodbye to your best friend. You just say, it was so nice to talk to you. I love you, and we'll talk to you next time.
Sounds good.
All right. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
You take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.